How many Bitcoins does it take to get some goddamn respect in this town?
You just got wrecked.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. It is a beautiful green day at the time of making this video. In Bitcoin and cryptocurrency land, we have altcoins doing very well. Look at these deep green gainers today. Ethereum, XRP, Tron, Algorand, Qtum, Cardano, IOTA, Neo. I'm not going to go into name them all, but let's just say the altcoins are coming out to play. Now, the reason that this is happening is because Bitcoin has just sort of been bouncing around sideways in what looks to be a bull flag pattern. We are pushing on the resistance. Now, if we do have a breakout, I would imagine that a lot of that dominance is going to go back into Bitcoin. However, we're going to get into all that today. We also have veteran trader Peter Brandt coming out saying that maybe his 100,000 Bitcoin prediction, that might be a little bit conservative, right? We also do have the fact that $6 billion is just waiting on the sideline to rush into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and altcoins. And also today is a very special day, and I'm not just talking about the Super Bowl, which, speaking of the Super Bowl, guys, if you are interested, today we're doing a special giveaway for Ledger. There are two teams. Pick the right team. We'll do another giveaway tomorrow. If you're correct, well, that'll be two ledgers we're giving away tomorrow. Drop a comment below. But that being said, guys, I do want to get into the charts. Now, first thing you notice right here, Bitcoin dominance pulling back. Look at all these altcoin gains. Altcoins are in the green today, right? Really, really outpacing Bitcoin. So we're going to get in and talk about that. Some of the biggest gainers today, we had Status up 27%, BitShares, Quant, Bytem, Eternity, Monacoin, Icon's been on an absolute tear this past couple weeks, Verge, and Neo. But we do have Fear and Greed Index up at 57, and you do know what happens when people tend to get greedy, right? We do also have one other thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the fact that the open interest is over $1 billion. We spoke about that in yesterday's video, actually 2 days ago. That video is dropping above if you're interested. There was a 20% drop the last time we got above $1 billion on XBTC. Are we going to have a 20% pullback this time? It is different. It is very different, but we're going to get into that. Currently, we are still actually trying to break out of this bull flag as we basically make this video. You can see we had a little bit of a fake out right here. We got up to about that 9.6K fake out level. Now, if you are looking to do measured moves, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but if we were to essentially take the flag right here, and have a breakout right from here to here, you could potentially be looking for Bitcoin to break out to about $10,600. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I am saying if we do have a breakout, that is a possibility, right? Having a look at what's going on, though, we do have this major resistance around the 9.6K level. And I just want to point out the fact that if we are able to get above this level, we will finally put in the first higher high on the macro level right here after we had this close on October 27th at $9,259. So this is really good for Bitcoin, guys, if we do have this close and we get above that level. Now, having a look right here, Bitcoin dominance is starting to pull back a little bit. We are seeing the altcoins coming out to play. However, the altcoins are also having a little bit of an issue themselves. They are having a difficulty breaking above this $86 billion level. So what does this mean? Does this mean that resistance is just too heavy for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrencies in general and that we're going to have that 20% pullback? Or does it mean that we're basically just knocking on the door and we are looking for an explosive move? Well, either way, guys, I think the next week is going to be very exciting for Bitcoin and crypto as a whole. But for a lot of people that are calling this a sucker's rally, well, I would argue that we might actually be in the disbelief stage. A lot of people, we've been having this sort of downwards price action for these past couple months. Most people can't believe that Bitcoin is actually reversing. Just don't get caught on the wrong side of the trade, guys. That's all I'm saying moving forward. You can see, though, having a look at what the Crypto Wolf said, we do sort of have these nice steady uptrends before we have these parabolic advances. Now, once we do have that parabolic advance, you're definitely going to wish you had bought some Bitcoin at these cheaper levels. You can see right here, it does look like we are continuing to touch this sort of historic trend line. And just to show you what he is looking at, essentially, you could be looking at a retest at around that almost $1,700 level, a pullback, and then possibly the beginning of that parabolic advance into the end of the year 2021. So Just going to point that out, guys, moving forward. Now, I do want to talk about what Peter Brandt said, right? Now, he was talking about Bitcoin going to about $100,000 in its current cycle. Now he says in his latest weekly crypto outlook, he's saying that Bitcoin could essentially go above 100K. He's saying that things are looking really good for Bitcoin. You see, he is saying that we might be starting that next parabolic advance. He says a continuation of the symmetrical triangle in a coil that contains 4 major contact points. And if he's looking at this triangle continuation, well, he's basically saying if we could take out the highs we made back in June, then we've completed the symmetrical triangle and we can really get this rally moving. And before we get on, I just want to give a shout out to Mehmet from the Crypto Zombie community. He sent me this in an email. Dude, congratulations. He is up 246%. He made $58,000. I mean, it's a little lower now. I don't know if you close the trade or not, but my goodness, that was an amazing trade. If you are interested in joining the Crypto Zombies community, it is absolutely free. We just hang out, talk about crypto all day. I do have a link below for that if you guys are interested. But yeah, guys, that being said, anyway, just congratulations, Mehmet. But I do want to talk about what Maddie Greenspan is talking about, which is the fact that we have nearly $6 billion worth of stablecoins essentially just sitting on the sideline. You can see right here, he points it out from this chart that came out from Masari. So the question is, what do you think is going to happen with all these stable coins, right? Well, his theory implies that the billions of dollars in these stable coins represents traders who've essentially exited their crypto positions but are waiting patiently for an opportunity to basically re-enter the market. Although, what are you guys waiting for? I mean, we've had the most incredible month for Bitcoin, right? But hey, I guess, they're just kind of hanging out in their positions. Now, if we have a look at Binance Research, they also reported in November the habits of 69 clients with crypto allocations ranging from $100,000 to $25 million. So I would say that those are whales, right? They found that 96% of them are in fact utilizing the stablecoin market to hedge in and out of trades, right? So that could be a situation, and we could see a massive insurgence very soon. Now, something you might have noticed going through crypto Twitter recently is all of these Bitcoin symbols everywhere that you look. There's, of course, now as I'm scrolling through it, there's some more right there. So what is going on? Well, as you can see right here, the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, has essentially added this beautiful orange Bitcoin symbol anytime that you basically do hashtag Bitcoin. And he did actually reach out to Unicode, which is sort of the I guess you could call them the text encoding standard. They're the guys that are, behind a lot of these emojis and stuff like that. And he's basically saying, hey, it's about time. I think you need to add this to the emoji keyboard, right? Not to mention the fact that also, if we go to Jack's profile, he has actually added the Bitcoin hashtag and logo as his profile. That literally is his profile. So that is pretty incredible moving forward. So yeah, guys, remember Jack and remember all that Jack has done for us moving forward. Speaking of Vitalik, I am happy to report that Vitalik has finally come out and admitted that Bitcoin Cash is in fact not Bitcoin. So, to everybody out there, please stop investing in these not Bitcoin spin-up scam projects, okay? I'm not saying that necessarily Bitcoin Cash is a scam, but I am saying that, it is not really Bitcoin in my opinion, and Vitalik has actually come out and said that, but, I could actually see sort of where Bitcoin Cash is coming from, I do understand, when you took the signature out of the blocks, right? That wasn't Satoshi's vision, but speaking of Satoshi's vision, enough with Bitcoin SV. Look at this. Volume is heavily manipulated data fines. You can see right here, there's virtually nobody even using this for actual payments. And, Calvin Ayre has even been accused of, solely pumping this. I mean, come on, guys. Enough with the scams, okay? I love this tweet. What the hell is this? Crypto traders, Bitcoin, shitcoins, Bitcoin SV. So I'm not going to really go into it, guys, but we all know what the real Bitcoin is. I mean, I'm not going to get into it anymore, guys. But that being said, moving forward, speaking of Twitter and what happened, Eric Voorhees has now released a Peter Schiff edition of KeepKey wallets. They are releasing 20 of them, gold, limited edition. If you don't get the joke, well, don't you guys remember when he lost his password, right? Lost his password. But speaking of cryptocurrency hardware wallets, we did have the cybersecurity division of Kraken disclose a critical hardware flaw in Trezor 1 and Trezor Model T models. So if you do have one of these, keep in mind that the attack itself takes advantage of what's being known as an inherent flaw within the microcontroller, they did say that Trezor's team might have a hard time fixing this without a full-on hardware design. Essentially, they spent several $100s on equipment to carry out the hack, but said that it could easily be sold for about $75, this equipment, if it was to be mass-produced. Trezor responded by saying that device holders should use strong passphrases to keep their devices secure. Okay, I agree with them. You should definitely use a strong passphrase, but it's also not very comforting knowing that it's that easy to break into the hardware wallet, right? So as you guys know, I mean, I'm a proponent of, Ledger. They don't sponsor me or anything like that. When I first got into crypto, I bought a Ledger and I've really had no issues with it. And that's why I've stood by this product for so long. It's what I use myself. So that being said, I do literally put my money where my mouth is. And if you guys are interested, I do have links below if you want to buy a Ledger. It helps the channel out. You don't have to use them though. But guys, that being said, I do want to end on one note from Mike Novogratz from Galaxy Digital. He talks about there being a Tesla bubble. Now, Tesla's up like 51%, right? Which is actually the only thing that's currently outpacing Bitcoin. Bitcoin has outpaced everything except for Tesla, which is pretty crazy, right? So he says bubbles happen around things that normally change the world. He does think that Tesla's current valuation may not be justified. However, he says, I still love gold. I still love Bitcoin because we've got too much liquidity around and we're debasing our currency over time, right? The Fed is just injecting money left and right. But he says Bitcoin had its bubble in 2017, and now it has become an asset. It's a weapon in people's portfolio. It's a version of gold. We call it digital gold, and we're putting in plumbing all around the system to allow more and more people to buy it, so it trades much, much better. And on that note, guys, having a look, we are still attempting to break the resistance. Could be totally different by the time you watch this video. Keep in mind, Sundays into Mondays are always really crazy with the CME gaps and all that. But that being said, thank you again for coming back to the channel. If you're interested in Ledger Nano S, drop a comment on any video. Also, if you do pick the winning team today and I do pick you randomly tomorrow, I am going to give away a second Ledger to another winner. And that's it today, guys. So thanks again for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. You're the reason that I attempt to do this every single day. I do need a day off once in a while. Come on, guys. I do have a life, but freaking love you guys to the moon. Make sure you own at least some Bitcoin, okay? Not financial advice, but man, if you don't have some by now and you're watching this channel, what the heck is going on? And also, if you made it to the end, you are a trooper. Smash the like, hit the bell, you know the drill. Thanks again. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto, and of course, peace out.